We're live, by the way. Surprise! I was trying to catch you off the cuff there, Eloise. Just talking about Wendy's. We're talking about Wendy's, by the way. We're just talking about food. Like, yeah, that'll do. Hello, everyone. Who's here? I think about 3 people are here. Oh, 3 people are here. Oh, that's exciting. I think there's 3 more people.
Do I count as a person?
Well, have you got the tab open?
I do. Well, I mean, I have. No, I don't know.
Who knows? I don't understand.
I just have the StreamYard open.
Yeah, I can't have the tab open because then I hear myself talking. That's like fucking torture.
I make it really confused. Ah, there he is. There's Andy.
Here he is. Let's see who's turned up to say hello. We've got Emma. Excited Emma. We like excited Emma. She's doing copy edits apparently, which is exciting. Are those the typo ones or the story ones?
The copy edits, those are more of the looking to see if the sentences make sense as opposed to like if the story makes sense. So somewhere between line edits and developmental edits.
Emma's calling me now, so fuck off, Emma. She's calling me on Discord trying to get a reaction and winning. And I tried to put fuck off Emma in the chat, in my own damn channel, and he said, no, that's a spam comment. You got me, Emma, but believe you me, I can hold a grudge.
I believe you.
I have a spreadsheet full of grudges.
You would. Emma says I'm probably a person, but I think I'm actually just 3 possums in a trench coat with like a raccoon on top.
Yeah.
So.
Now I've got Andy calling me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Will you 2 just get a room already? Oh, whoops. Didn't say that out loud. Who else is here? Eloise is here, which is exciting because she's there. Hello. It's the first time we streamed together, isn't it? Now Eloise is calling me. Right, I'm going to throw this thing out the fucking window now. I can't throw it out the window because it costs me a lot of money, and I don't want to do that. Let's see, we've got 7 cups of Andy. We do like Andy, despite his cheeky behaviour. Eloise comment hi. Body check. What is body checking? I don't want to be checking Andy's body. It's Emma's job. Oh, I'm gonna get myself in lots of trouble doing this. Honey buns.
I thought she was honey mustard.
Honey mustard. Oh no, that's the dressing, isn't it? I do like honey mustard dresses.
I do.
Sweet and salty. It's why I like pineapple on pizza as well. Oh, that's good.
Got a little bit of tang. I do like pineapple on pizza.
It's good. And the most positive person in the world, CB394, is here. She is the light of my life. I'm here for her sunny disposition. If you think I'm being sarcastic, that's up to you. That's a you problem, not a me problem. Oh, dearie me. She will be back shortly. I am on tenterhooks right now. That's a really good word, by the way, tenterhooks, isn't it?
That sounds like multiple words.
Tenterhooks. Oh, that's nice. Sounds like if an octopus was in a production of Captain Hook.
Oh, like a undersea production of Peter Pan, and the octopus is playing Captain Hook.
You got it. We should write that, shouldn't we?
You and me, we'll co-author something someday.
We'll do that.
With a lot of...
Have to join my ramblings together. Okay. Be honey mustard. There's nothing wrong with honey mustard, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm saying Emma's honey mustard. She is. She's sweet, sweet, a little spicy. Goes good with a turkey sandwich.
Has those little peppercorns floating in there.
Oh, that's some fancy honey mustard.
I like crunching them. Because the honey mustard dressing I get, it's like the honey mustard, but it's got these like little peppercorns floating in there. Or there might be mustard seeds. Yeah, that would make more sense if they were mustard seeds.
I was going to say, like, crunching on a peppercorn sounds like not a good time.
That sounds like a quick way to get to your dentist, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we don't do that. No one likes that. Yeah, it's mustard seeds after all. And the thing is, I don't really like English mustard because it's too hot, and I'm a spice wuss.
I don't know the difference between English mustard and.
It's bright yellow and it is really hot.
So
Not
it's
like
like
the-
regular. It's like regular mustard, but spicy.
Mhm.
Oh, I wouldn't guess that English has any spicy stuff.
Oh no, it's really spicy. I mean, Emma, you're in the chat. You can confirm, is English mustard spicy or not? Because it's really hot. And I quite like the American squeezy mustard on like a hot dog because it's so wimpy. There's
But the French's.
oh, French. Oh, you mean French is the
No, I
brand?
mean the brand French's. It's
Oh, okay.
the classic yellow mustard.
That's it. The squeezy.
No, yeah, we're not gonna talk about the Grey Poupon and the other fancy mustards.
Dijon mustard.
Dijon's a good mustard.
That's got a nice texture to it. Excuse me, I'm not being rude. They're talking about turkey sandwiches. And you can be my turkey sandwich. And I just put Emma's turkey's moist. Well, no one likes it dry, do they?
That's true.
It's got to be, nice and. Listen, if they don't behave, I will read my naughty passages.
Oh no!
You know what I'm talking about, the wailing mattress one. Though I've been currently editing this book.
Oh yes.
And did I tell you that passage that I came across? The one where it's the character called Henry has possibly one of the worst seduction lines ever. He says he's named after a type of vacuum cleaner.
Oh yes.
Which Americans may not understand because Henry vacuum cleaners are like British institutions over here.
It's like him being named Hoover.
Yeah. Because the Henry Hoovers you get here, they're like these sort of like squat red and black kind of cylinder things. And the thing is, so the nose is like a sort of hose, and you put like stickers of eyes on them and a smiley face.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Terrifying as a kid, by the way. Absolutely terrifying. But
is that what they modeled? Oh, you're gonna get mad at me. Is that what they modeled the bad guy in Doctor Who after?
Which bad guy in Doctor Who? There's quite a few.
The robot looking.
Oh, the Daleks, possibly.
That one.
I think they were invented about sort of 30 years before Henry Hoover's were. Plot twist, they're designed to be, pastiches of Nazi Germany.
Oh.
We're 8 minutes in, we've already mentioned the Nazis, so who knows?
Shocker. But the amount of like movies or books that are just like, I'm just gonna take the Nazis and like make them a different, change the flag a little bit and
different house, something like that.
And they're gonna dislike the alien race.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thinly veiled Nazis.
I mean, it's kind of been done to death, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has.
I'm being accused of. Hang on, what's this? Read it, Gromit. Eloise will be scarred. I don't want to scar Eloise. She'll never come back then.
I would read.
I mean, this is scarring. You're happy to be eaten by Emma as a sandwich.
I mean, this isn't a family-friendly stream, right?
It really isn't. I mean, I can say the word chicken breast without
chicken breasts.
What is it Andy used to call them? Chicken. You wouldn't say the word breast, would he?
No.
I said chicken peck muscle, which is quite impressive. He said boggles. Chicken boggles.
Boggles. I just have to say that you would have to say something a lot worse for me to be scarred for life.
Yeah. Blueberry. That scar you.
I can never look at fruit the same way again.
I sent you that news article about the world's biggest blueberry. I thought that picture like that.
It's enormous.
That would have made your eyes water, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What's 2 words? Emma can have all of my cheeks. I tell Andy, why don't you read it on your channel if you're such a fan of it? you know, I'm glad that I've got a fan, but I'd much rather read this. This is my latest book.
Yes, I have.
And this is the sequel that's coming out at some point this year.
So shiny.
You know, Gloss is boss. Gloss is
Gloss.
boss.
I mean, I disagree personally. But
You're entitled to your own opinion, but that's fine. I mean, I think for this particular cover, the gloss does. Oh, look at it shiny. I like it shiny.
it does
Oh,
look
shiny.
nice. So shiny. Makes it hard to get pictures though.
It does make it hard to get pictures, but it also makes it very easy to clean.
That's fair.
So a lot of
but what are you doing with your books?
fingerprints. I don't like because the matte covers like. Oh, I tell you who else does gloss. The best person in the known universe, Ben Pick.
Oh, Ben Pick. Yes. Wait, show me the cover for the first book.
That's the first one that he sent me. Oh no, he didn't send me. I bought that on Amazon, and Amazon ruined the packaging. So there's a little bit of packaging crap on there, but you don't see it. It's really good.
They were talking about the
like?
graphic with the perfume. Does he spray the perfume on it?
You know what? It doesn't actually. If he could make that smell into a perfume, or his wife could, that would be much better, to be honest. Because everyone loves the smell of books, don't they?
Yeah. It's just like wood pulp and glue.
Chemicals. But yeah, he recently did that convention in Washington. He did, what was it called? Awesome Con. And
DC, sir.
Oh, sorry. I'm such a Brit with my DC. ACDC. Yeah, he did really well, didn't he? And he did that stream, and it was really fun to be there and listen to how excited he was. I have to say, doing a big sort of convention like that is my idea of hell. People.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like it when people buy my books, but buy them away from me, please. Don't come near me. Excuse me. Very rude of you, Emma. I think Emma's just jealous of mine and Ben's bromance. So jealousy breeds jealousy. So
speaking of bromance, have you seen or heard of the show Our Flag Means Death?
That has rung a bell to me. Was there some controversy over it?
I don't know. It's currently on HBO. And it is a pirate comedy set in the 1700s. Unfortunately, it's already canceled, probably because all they do is cancel the good shows. But it has it's like Beauty and the Beast, but make it a bromance, and I love it so.
Beauty and the Bromance. Maybe I have to check that out. I've lost the tab now. Oh, I'm so scared.
I don't know. How many tabs do you have open?
About 40. Okay, yeah, it got cancelled after two seasons rather. It's an American period romantic comedy. Well, we call it a full stop.
Wait, what? It's American?
I'm on the Wikipedia page.
I guess the first season was filmed in LA, and then the second season was filmed in New Zealand. But it's directed by Watiti, and he stars in it. And there's like mostly, I feel like
Amy's here, by the way. Hi, Amy. I haven't seen you in forever. She's from Australia. No. I just insulted her massively. It's New Zealand.
Okay, first it's DC, and now it's New Zealand.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Let's end the stream now.
Put up a counter on your stream of
there needs to be like a counter.
Times I've offended someone.
There needs to. Oh Jesus! I think I'd break the counter if I did that.
Shoot for a high score, like personal best. Yeah.
Yeah. See how many people I can offend this week. Yeah, she's in New Zealand, so Christ knows what time it is over there. Possibly early/late. I do know some people in Australia.
Early. Let me just.
Here we are. Yeah, I'm getting told off. I was so close to sending my Hobbit army to your homeland, Richard. Thank you for correcting. You're welcome.
10:14 in the morning.
Ooh la la. That's not bad. It's 9:15 p.m. here, but we are here. Okay, so I have to check that out on my very long list of TV shows to eventually watch. It takes me about 2 years to watch a TV show once someone recommends it to me.
It's fair.
It took me about 5 years to get into Game of Thrones, but I got into that. That was quite good.
Just to be disappointed, right?
Oh my god. Okay, let's do it. Let's talk about Game of Thrones, shall we? Because why not? It's a low-hanging fruit. I think we were talking about this.
On a rant about that.
We were talking about this in Ben's chat, weren't we? Last night, and it's like the last season was so bad it made the rest of it less good.
That is that I will have on my gravestone. That last season was so bad. I'll be telling my great grandchildren about how terrible the season was and what
it really was though. The thing is with Game of Thrones season 8 is they could have done it so much better if they'd given it more time to develop all these plot threads.
Yeah, well,
I just don't get why they were in such a rush to finish the show, because they'd had like sort of 6 seasons of doing like 10 episodes, which was quite good.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, we're going to do 7 this season and 6 the next, or whatever it was. I think it's because they wanted to hurry up and fuck off and go and do Star Wars, and then they got binned from that. The 2 writers.
I think the 2 biggest problems that they had is with that last season is that they went so out of their way to say, oh, all your fan theories that were correct, like, fuck you. We're just gonna do something completely that doesn't make sense to the character, or never mind the prophecies that we were talking about in the first few seasons. And then
that went anywhere in the end.
Yeah.
It's like the whole Jon Snow thing. They went nowhere in the end.
There were so many things. Man, just the fact that Jon Snow and then poor Dany, just totally burned. Like, okay, if she's gonna go down that path, like, at least make it make sense, and
at least kind of telegraph it in like a realistic chunk. It's basically like she's just like, okay, I'm going to be good. Then, no, I'm not.
Yeah, and she's like, fuck all you guys. Like,
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The production values was wonderful, as long as you ignore anything the characters are saying or doing.
Yeah. And then the fact that Jaime didn't end up killing Cersei, that pissed me off.
I'll tell you what, we'd spent like 6-7 years wanting her to have the most horrific death going, and the fucking roof caved in.
Yeah. Well, the whole prophecy, like, you're going to be killed by your little brother, and everyone's like, oh, it's clearly going to be Tyrion that's going to kill her. And then it's like, okay, but wouldn't it be so much more poetic and artistic if Jaime, the younger twin, so technically the younger brother, was the one that killed her, because it's a completion of his character arc.
But they threw all of that character development in.
I know, because they didn't give a shit. It wasn't about.
We didn't even see it. No, we just saw like I think it was like the ceiling started falling and then it cut away. I'm thinking, bastards.
So dumb.
Yeah, it's not good. But alas, it is a good case study for how not to land a series.
Boom, precisely.
Because let's face it, who talks about Game of Thrones anymore? Because it used to be like the only thing people talked about. Like, oh, you've seen Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
It's like Game of Thrones. Shit.
Yeah. Yep. I wouldn't even recommend anybody get into Game of Thrones, because it.
Well, if I do, I say stop at season 6. Stop at season 6. But people keep going on.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. It's a bit like what's the book I read? Ready Player 2. Did you read Ready Player 1? You saw the film, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you didn't like it.
Yeah, it was okay. I wasn't like, ooh, wow, it's the best thing ever. But I'm also not easily impressed by movies.
I hardly go to see films, to be honest. Some of the films I went to see last year were not exactly what you called cinematic masterpieces. I went to see the best one, I think, in terms of like the cinema experience, was that Plane with Gerard Butler. I don't know if you heard of it last year.
Mm-mm.
It's basically just it was a film called Plane about a plane crash. So,
You don't say. It wasn't about a ship sinking or something?
No, that's the next one. And I went to see it in my local cinema, and it's got these kind of 4D vibrating reclining seats that kind of move and pulse. And of course, I went with some family of mine, and of course, when you go to these seats, you think, oh, it's a film about a plane crash. So of course you turn the intensity of this thing all the way up. You think, well, what am I here for otherwise? And during the kind of plane crash sequence, my chair was going like this. And not being funny, I'm laughing my fucking head off. I'm nearly, and when the plane was crashing, I'm nearly in the aisle of the cinema, and I'm thinking, this is bloody great. This is. It wasn't a bad film. I mean, it was a thriller. I mean, you only need to see it once. It's not really, it's one of those kind of films that it was entertaining for a couple of hours, and then you kind of forget about it. Then,
yeah,
it was a nice afternoon out or evening out, to be honest.
Yeah,
I remember I went to see, what was it? Uncharted. The movie of the video game.
No.
But it was. I missed the first 25 minutes, and I got in late. And I caught up very quickly with what was going on. That was fun, a bit of fluff, to be honest. I went to see the Mario movie as well.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Great fun. That was. You know what I liked
good.
about the Mario movie? There was a lots of little kind of like Easter eggs for like older people who played the games as a kid or like the parents. So it was obviously aimed at the kids.
Yeah.
But there was little nuggets that were like, I get that. That's good funny. That was good fun actually. I can't really criticise that at all. Certainly a different tonal shift to the 1993 one with Bob Hoskins. Did you not see that one? It was dreadful.
I mean, I wasn't really watching movies when that first came out.
Because you're only a couple of years younger than me, aren't you? I say that, am I?
I was a baby.
Tiny person. I used to have Super Mario wallpaper on my childhood bedroom, so that was good fun.
Nice.
I've got a picture of that somewhere on my Facebook. It's from like 1995. So if you have me on Facebook, don't go looking for it, because if you do, I'll kill you.
I remember
let's see what the old chat's
Yeah.
We've been rabbiting on, haven't we? We're having a good time though, aren't we? This is the thing I wanted to do with this kind of like stream format. Is there's so many streams on YouTube. It's like, oh, we're going to have a chat, but we're going to do a sprint. I'm thinking, no one comes on YouTube to do work. The one thing the thing I really like about the kind of YouTube writer community is we just all turn up for each other's chats. It's like we'll turn up in each other's living rooms and have a good old. You know what I mean? We'll just show up like, have a good old chat. How are you today? Blah blah blah. It's quite nice, to be honest. That's kind of like a community thing. We got to Emma saying, "You'll always be my queen, Danny." She's kind of dead now. And CB visited DC in September 2022. She loved it more than she loved New York. A lot to unpack there, but that's good fun. Yeah, good for that. The Long Night episode was so dark, no one could make it. This is so. Whoever did the cinematography on that did too good of a job. They took it too literally. It's like, I watched it in like a dark room and on just my computer screen with the others, because I've got two monitors. I have to turn the other one off, obviously. Yeah. I was like, I can't see anything. What's going on? Stuff's happening. I can't see that.
Yeah. Can we also, for a second, talk about how freaking Arya killed the Night King? Like, we built him up to be this biggest bad of the bad, and then it's just like,
dead now.
Okay, next. Like, what?
Yeah, and that whole kind of like 7 years of building that. Like, well, whatever. Who cares?
He has fucking magic, and this chick is just like,
There you
what's the pointy end?
Kind of went nowhere in the end. Andy said the last season was poorly made. I wouldn't say it was poorly made. The kind of visuals and cinematography, barring that dark episode, were spot on. You can tell where they spent the money. Not on competent script writers.
No.
Those two hacks. CB loves the places she goes but hates flying. I am also not a fan of flying. I'm not scared of flying. It's just not. I just think flying is a faff.
Flying is a faff. Where's the last place you flew to?
That must have been when I went to our last time I flew. I think it was when I went to America in 2015. I've been to America, by the way, on more than one occasion. I have set foot on your amazing country. It's big, by the way.
It is. It's very big.
America is enormous, and so are quite a lot of the people. Oh, whoops.
That's.
You're not disagreeing with me, are you?
I'm not disagreeing with you. There are some larger people here.
There are some right heifers, aren't there?
Yep.
What is it about flying that you hate? CB says the sensation of being in the air and the blooming jet lag. So I remember my mum wasn't a very confident flyer, and we went away somewhere years and years ago. And I used to wind her up as, after the plane comes back from the terminal, like rumbling along towards the runway, I'd be like, so mum, what happens if the engine falls off? What happens if this happens? And my mum was like, she was telling me to shut up, like, Richard, shut up.
So my husband, who dabbles in working on airplanes, that's kind of he's an airplane mechanic.
That is side hustle.
Not a side hustle, but he doesn't do it so much anymore. That was like his bread and butter that got him into where he's at, is airplane mechanic stuff. And anytime I'd go flying with him, the last time I picked the seat, we sat down and he's like, oh, good, you picked the seat where we will die immediately if the engine blows up. And I'm like, can you not say that so loud around everybody to freak them out, please? Can you not?
At least you've picked the seat where you're going to die immediately and not have some sort of long suffering, horrible, painful death that lasts forever.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm pretty sure it's like either the front or the back is the best place to be. But then it depends what disaster strikes the plane, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Alive?
No.
It's about a plane crash in like the Andes or something like that. It's like a sort of football team, and basically the back of the plane hits the mountain and falls off.
Oh yeah, so I've heard.
Based on a true story.
If it's based on a true story, yes, I've seen. There's a show called Airplane Disasters, which I
love that show. Air Crash Investigation.
Misfortune of having to watch because of my husband, and yeah, there's that one where like the back half or the front half, I can't remember which half, but they survive, and then the rest are just this fiery ball of death.
And then they start eating each other because they're like in the middle of the fucking mountains.
Yeah, like in the Rocky Mountains.
Cannibalism. I used to love watching those programs like, what was it? Air Crash Investigation, Seconds from Disaster. That's a good one. Used to be on like National Geographic or something like that, whoever it was over here. Discovery Channel. Bloody loved it. But makes you not want to do anything ever.
That's why my husband likes to drink before he goes on planes. So he doesn't care so much.
Andy has travel issues, but not on the plane itself usually. Ooh. What are your travel issues, Andy?
I too have travel issues, but not on the plane itself. Well, okay.
He gets too pissed in the bar beforehand.
Well,
they won't let him on.
Maybe.
Ready Player 2 is dreadful. Oh, yeah, it was. Haven't seen Ready Player 1. Is the book? The book is better. The trouble with that book is very much the author basically doing like wish fulfillment. I want to just talk about all the 80s pop culture that I'm interested in. Mm-hmm. And the trouble is it works for Ready Player 1, but the author's written another couple of books. There was one called Armada, which wasn't bad, and Ready Player 2, which was just a cash-in sequel. And it's like the lightning only strikes twice with that, strikes once with that, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just copy and paste that formula because it's just like very derivative, so not too good. Amy says, miniseries disappoint me in the final installment. Where do I begin? By not watching the final installment, leaving it ...
But so in these situations, is it series that were, so there's the series, there's like, I feel like there's 3 different kinds of series. There's series that just go on and on and on and on, and it really should have stopped at some point. There's series that have, yeah, exactly. There's series that have, okay, this is the story I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell it in this many seasons, and then I'm done. Ta-da. And
they
then
don't say they're welcome. They just like, okay, we've done it. Oh, boom, that's it.
And then there's series that are good, and then for whatever reason they just get canceled. I'm looking at you, Firefly, and like, and you're just like, ah.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And some of the kind of cancellations that Netflix does are just odd.
I know, it doesn't make sense. It's like, what? Why? It's good.
It's good. Keep making it, and more people watch it. And also, it kind of makes you want to not kind of get behind like a new season? You think, oh, it's only going to get cancelled in like a couple of series. What's the point of investing yourself into it? And there's so much out there.
Yeah.
There's so much content, and I really hate the word content because it's so. There's so much out there to be watched, read, played, listened to, all of the above. It's just like I have to pick what I'm doing quite specifically, to be honest. It's like I only read one book at a time because I can. This brain of mine cannot handle more than 2 things at once. My poor brain.
And Andy says he liked Firefly. I like Firefly too. That's what I'm saying.
Fun. I like it.
I don't know anybody who's like, oh no, Firefly was garbage. Like everyone's like, why was that canceled?
Okay.
Why?
Andy's not stupid.
Yeah, Andy, not having it, sir.
The best movies I saw last year were Gran Turismo, Oppenheimer, Trolls, and Super Mario. That is a real. The total shift between all of those films is like woof. 2 of them were video game films. That's fair enough to be honest. And Trolls band together.
Trolls was okay.
Yeah, I did go and see that. To be honest, I did go and see Oppenheimer. I will say that film was a blast.
Richard.
Okay, no, I'm in front of it. Could have been about 30 minutes shorter, though.
Did you go condensed it a bit?
Could have The trouble is, not being funny. Once the bomb went off, it's like, who cares now? Like, bye then. Then it's like another sort of 20, 30 minutes of the whole kind of his character being disintegrated, isn't it? Which was interesting, but it's a bit like, not being funny. Once you've set off the first nuclear explosion, everything else is going to be a bit of a anticlimax after that. After the big blast, who cares? You know, it's just, wipe yourself off and go and shower or whatever. Oh dear, that went all kinds.
Go to the bathroom too. Make sure you get.
Yeah, get it all done. Get it all done.
Get all taken
care. Go and sort out your watermelon or something like that. And Andy is never stupid. Andy is definitely never stupid. So don't call yourself stupid. I haven't seen many new movies, but I'm getting into Ghibli lately. I've only watched a few of those. I nearly called them Japanimation, but you're definitely not supposed to use that word anymore. Anime. Listen, I'm old enough that was an acceptable term to use. You could call it Japanimation.
There was a lot of terms that were acceptable to use. I don't know how
back
long
then.
Ago. Back when we were in high school.
Whoops! So, Richard's. On keeping count, that must be the 3rd time I've put my foot in it. It was good. I think I've only seen one of those. What was it called? I went to see it at a friend's house like 12 years ago. Princess
Mononoke.
That was a very nice film. Bit preachy, to be honest.
So I made the mistake of so my mom was the kind of mom who was like, "Oh, it's animated. It's for children." Except for The Simpsons, for some reason.
My parents thought, "Oh, The Simpsons is a cartoon. It's rubbish." No, it's not. It's actually
no. But I'm saying, like, she was like, "Okay, 10-year-old Eloise, you can watch this." And so I watched a lot of those Ghibli films when I was.
They are not for kids. There's some heavy stuff in there.
And Princess Mononoke, I was like,
you crying at the end.
The boars and the blood. So I've been very hesitant. I'm just scarred.
Emma might know this one, and there was the animated film adaptation of Watership Down, which you may think is
I've seen that
kids.
One.
It is traumatizing for kids.
Yeah, they made a new one on Netflix.
Did they? Yeah.
Mildly less traumatizing. It's the original Watership Down animation film and the Animal Farm are on the same.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the Animal Farm animated film from like the 50s was really good.
But terrifying.
It was
why would you give those pigs fangs?
But did you know that was actually sponsored by, I think it might have been the CIA?
That's not surprising at all.
Because it is essentially propaganda.
Well, yeah, it's anti-communist, rhetoric.
I mean, it's bang on the money. Oh, whoops. Have you read the book Animal Farm?
Yeah, it's required. At least at my school, it was required reading for.
I think it should be
sophomores.
required reading in all
For, like,
schools, to be honest, because that is.
15-year-olds.
And it's a short little book as well, so it's very digestible. But yeah, it is a really good allegorical story, and I think it is really good. And the film was really good. Again, you sort of think, oh, it's going to be an animated film about animals. Oh no, there was all sorts of heavy shit in there. Oh dear. Andy said Oppenheimer was okay. I don't know how the science and engineering project management stuff works. It wasn't much of a revelation for me, to be honest. I mean, Andy, we do also know that the atomic bomb did go off several times. So, but yeah, it was really interesting, to be honest. I think it was very well made on a technical level. Who played Oppenheimer? Is that Cillian Murphy? Oof, he had to lose a lot of weight for that role, didn't he? Because that guy never ate, apparently.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. It's not exactly what you'd call an uplifting film.
A good date night film.
I mean, it has one of the least romantic passion scenes I think I've ever seen.
As bad as a mattress scene.
Well, it just has this weird thing because he ends up cavorting with this communist, and there is a love scene in Oppenheimer which no one expects to see, to be honest. And it is just, he's watching it like, it's not like oh juicy.
It's not tantalizing. It's like
it is neither tantalizing nor tittillating. It is like the absolute opposite.
I don't like my sex scenes like that. They must be both tantalizing and titillating.
In that order.
Yes, please.
Did you ever go to see The Shape of Water, by the way?
Yes, it was.
I hated that film.
An interesting experience.
So that film had the nickname Grinding Nemo. It opens with that shot of the mute cleaner enjoying herself in the bath. I should have really taken the hint from then and just got up and left. Again, that was just bizarre. That was just an odd film. Just
yes, it was very artistic.
It was very arty.
Yes.
Not one for me. I wouldn't watch it again.
No, me either.
No. Yeah, there was something fishy about that film. CB is going to see Ghostbusters on Saturday. I didn't know there was a new Ghostbusters film. Have they reverted to having proper characters and not that all-girl version, which was bloody awful?
No, I think, isn't it like a prequel kind of thing?
Oh, are they erasing the 2016 Ghostbusters from memory then?
No. Okay, the one thing I did really enjoy about that all-female cast was how they made Chris Hemsworth the dumb blonde. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
he did a great job at that. But otherwise, it's like, can you not just be like pandering? Like, women are capable of having their own stories without you taking stories that are originally mainly men and then just turning them into women.
I think this is the thing that they tend to do quite easily, because I'm with you on that one, Eloise. I wish for women they'd invent original strong characters and not just this is a popular franchise. Let's just gender swap them. Yeah, there you go.
Dang it!
I don't know what to point. That way.
Original strong characters that are women.
Try that instead. Yeah, that's what you call, like, a proper sort of way of introducing an original character. I think a lot of these media places, they're just scared to do. They just think, oh, what franchise can we ruin now?
No, they're just lazy. It's not even scared. They're just lazy. They think it's going to be a quick cash grab, just like changing anything else to just like if it's adding to the story, if it's taking a new twist on the story, then great. But
I think that's really good. I think there's definitely opportunity for that. But when it's just like, oh, we'll swap the man character for a woman and then boom, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm dreading scrolling down in the chat after we've gone down this particular rabbit hole. We're going to get in so much trouble.
No, I think.
Also, not being funny, if you don't like my opinions, bye. Well, it's true. Not forcing anyone to stay here, but I do appreciate the people staying here. So it's very good. CB, bless her. I only went to see Oppenheimer because Robert Downey Jr. was in it, and he was fabulous, and he deserved that Oscar. He was in it. So was Matt Damon as the general.
I love Matt Damon.
I must be the only person in the world who walked out of the cinema 15 minutes into Barbie. That comes as a surprise to me. I mean, I didn't even walk into the cinema to see Barbie.
I don't think Barbie... Oh, you were talking about the Super Mario thing with all the Easter eggs for the adults. The Barbie movie had so many Easter eggs. Like, I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my God, I had that one, and I had that one. And, oh my God.
That's nice. I mean, Barbie was a bit of a contradiction because it was a film about a plastic doll made by a huge corporation. I can get on board with that, but wasn't really for me. I did go and stand in the Barbie box in my local cinema, though.
I don't think you were the target audience for it.
I don't think I was either. I don't think. And you know what? I'm fine with that, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be for everybody, you know.
Big country USA.
We're number one. We're number one.
It depends where you're measuring it.
In a lot of things.
OMG Gromit being. I forget what I said, to be honest. That was about 20 minutes ago. So, nice. Richard Lowell. Okay, I know airplane stuff. OMG. Planes can glide without the engines being on. This is very true. I've seen enough episodes of Air Crash Investigation to know this is true, and there's some real kind of miracle stories of planes that run out of fuel or their engines stop and they literally glide and everyone lives, which is good. Because my mum's philosophy, when I said, "Oh, what happens if the engine falls?" She said, "We're going to die, basically, so don't worry about it."
Oh, Andy was talking about your old-fashioned lingo for anime.
Oh, which I won't repeat again, shall I? Why do I see the start of a plane crashing or fabricating in Richard's head? Oh, yeah, that would be really good, actually. I read a plane crash or plane thriller. It was Falling by T.J. Noonan. That was really good. I think that actually kind of lends itself to a story quite easily because it's a nice confined setting. You know, you've got characters there. You've got the disaster, obviously. I like setting stories in places where it's like they can't just run away and get help. It's like they're all in this situation. There's no obvious escapes. Like, you know, they've got to deal with it. And quite frankly, I've got a list of ideas for sort of stories that are based on like real world disasters. It's uplifting, isn't it?
Is there one in a teeny tiny submarine?
What with his Xbox controller?
I mean, you're talking about a teeny place that you can't get away from.
The trouble is that would be over too quickly, wouldn't it? Because apparently the implosion was so quick they wouldn't have known it was happening. Which is possibly what you want in that situation. Well, you obviously don't want to be in that situation to begin with.
Definitely what I'd want.
I'll tell you what. As far as there's been no kind of like novels about that, to be honest.
I'm sure they're coming.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they haven't been written yet. Most of the Discovery Channel is on Disney Plus. Well, I don't have Disney Plus, believe it or not.
Shame.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it? The Simpsons is one of those series that never seems to want to end it, like it should have already. Well, on Disney Plus, they removed some of the more problematic episodes, like the Michael Jackson episode. That's kind of why I prefer to sometimes have the physical media, because then it's there. Andy like Firefly.
He did that to Bluey too. There were a couple of episodes.
What is Bluey, by the way? I keep hearing about Bluey. What is Bluey?
It's a little kid show, but the way they the writers, a lot of people say that it's like an adult show disguised as a kid's show because parents watching it, you get a lot out of it. I love it. But there's been some episodes that I guess have been kind of censored because I think there's one episode that still hasn't made it over here where Bandit, the dad, so it's the two parents and then the two girls, and Bandit, I guess, pretends to be pregnant or something, and God forbid.
Dear me. Andy says, sort out your watermelon. Excuse me. Excuse you. OMG, that is quite politically incorrect. We won't mention what I was talking about then. She's never seen any anime. I used to get up as an 8-year-old and go and watch Pokemon in the morning on a Saturday. Like 8
Pokemon.
I mean, I'm
Who's
a
the best Pokemon?
Sorry?
Who's the best Pokemon?
I don't actually remember what a lot of them are. I'm a bit of a traditionalist when it comes to Pokemon. There's only 150. There's only 150.
Yeah. Wait, what about 151? Because do we not include?
Oh yeah, I went to. Oh yeah, as a 10-year-old, I went to see the bloody Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about it, to be honest.
I remember just thinking Mewtwo was the coolest, and that Mew was
really
so cute.
fun, but yeah, it was Watership Down made her absolutely howl. Working on Animal Farm. It's short but complex content. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert: communism doesn't work. Well, it doesn't. Yeah. Oh yeah, what was it? All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others.
Yeah. Yeah.
So true. So true. I have a cousin called Cillian, and that's how I know it's pronounced.
It's a cool name.
Okay. Oppenheimer not being uplifting and being released during my dark night of the soul period. Exactly why I never watched it.
Fair.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly happy. You know, it was historically important, I suppose. Barrett's here. How did I miss this from like bloody 10 minutes ago? Oh, fucking hell. Still at work, but popping by to say hello. Are you playing hooky on your work call again? If so, I approve. Oppenheimer is like Schindler's List. It's a pretty important film. That's another one that's definitely not uplifting content, is it?
Yeah.
It's not one you think, oh, I need something to cheer me up. I'll put Schindler's List on.
Or like Rosie, what is it? The Choice.
Rosie's Ball? No.
Something Choice, where she has to choose between like one of her kids or the other kid. I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
Talk about not seeing movies. If I find out that there's like an animal or a kid in it, I'm like, nope.
Don't want that. No, thank you.
Not today.
Amy says, hello, Barrett.
It's Sophie's Choice.
It's following up. Oh, Sophie's Choice. There you go. Sophie's Choice. Yeah, real uplifting. It's the following up to the 2021 Ghostbusters Afterlife movie. Excellent. That was very funny with Chris Hemsworth. I refuse to watch the 2016 woke version of Ghostbusters. I'm kind of scared that I'm agreeing with CB quite a lot this evening. Usually me and her have differences of opinion on this sort of stuff. So I'm scared, Eloise. What's going on? We're turning from enemies to lovers here.
Oh, my favorite trope.
Oh dear, we probably would still kill each other in real life though. Eloise is saying hi to Barrett. It's like trying to make Police Academy 8 or making any of those films now probably wouldn't happen.
No.
They probably wouldn't make Blazing Saddles today, would they?
Blazing Saddles is so good though.
Or what's the one I usually say? The Producers.
I don't think I've seen that one.
With it involves them putting on a intentionally bad play called Springtime for Hitler. Would not. Oh my word! And they start singing, this like, and I'm just thinking this would not get made today. Modern audiences today would go fucking nuts. But it is so funny. It is so hilarious. I think it's got like Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder in it, and this is the original version, and it is just so fucking funny. So funny.
Anything with Gene Wilder.
Oh, he was fantastic. I still maintain he was the only proper Willy Wonka.
Oh yeah.
And that includes Timothy Chevrolet, or whatever his name is.
I haven't even seen that one. I've heard it was disguised as it's a musical, but they like didn't advertise it as a musical because they knew people wouldn't want to go see it.
Yeah, I mean, not being funny, it had Hugh Grant as the Oompa Loompa, and that's enough for me.
Hugh Grant.
Yeah, shrunk down and then turned orange. Oh, I had to say bye then. Okay, bye. Oh no, she stayed. She wouldn't go.
I think she's talking about the Barbie movie.
Okay. The voices got on my nerves in Barbie. That's why she legged it. So, my aunt made me stand in the Barbie box and get a photo taken. CB, you got to post that photo because I've got to see it now. I will pay money to see this photo. Believe me. You know what I'll do? I'll get the photo. I'll print it off and put it in that bloody frame if I have to.
Lord.
Okay. I'll put it in my newsletter. See how many people it has crying then. Andy says Barbie wasn't my cuppa. Okay, fair enough. If they did a gender bent Ghostbusters, there should be a gender bent version of Charlie's Angels where there's just a bunch of hot men's. You're not disagreeing with this, Eloise.
I would love to see it, but like they know what they're doing, and they're like it's what's one that I'm trying to think of? I don't know, that they just like they know how dumb and cash grabby it is, and how objectifying it is, and that the plot is not particularly great, and that it's like Hemsworth. Who are my 5 that I named the other day? Hemsworth, Momoa.
He's Aquaman, isn't he?
I hated Aquaman, but I watched it just for those like couple snippets. Yes, CB says it would be like trying to make Tropic Thunder. Oh, Tropic Thunder nowadays.
Are you saying Jason Momoa is your Henry Cavill?
Yes. Oh, Henry Cavill could be in it too. I mean, there's 3 of them, right?
I have to say, I do really like him because not only is he quite a good actor, he's also a total geek.
Yes.
And I can get on board with that.
Yeah.
I remember I went to see a few years. This must have been before the pandemic, so definitely years ago. I went to see with some friends. We went to see Ocean's 8, but it was the all women version of Ocean's 11. Who couldn't count to 11, so I worked that out. That's why I got up to 8. And it was a good film, but the trouble is there was absolutely no kind of like conflict there. There was no kind of like barriers to them achieving the goal. It's just they just did it.
Yeah, because we're women and we can do anything.
Well, you don't get any trouble at all. It just happens. All you got to do is, flick your hair, flick your eyelashes, show your melons off, and then boom, everything just melts away, doesn't it?
We're not going to talk about any of the actual obstacles to overcome.
There was nothing. It's just everything happened as they planned it. And it was still enjoyable. It's like there's
girl power.
Yeah, they girl boss their way to victory.
Yes.
I hate that term, girl boss, by the way.
Me too. It's so dumb.
Yeah, we're going to get in lots of trouble now. Oh, Tammy's here. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for joining us. Shannon's here. She's making my chat shantastic.
Shantastic.
Shannon, we'll have to get you on one of these chat streams if we do another one, if I'm not cancelled by the end of this. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing this, by the way, every couple of weeks, maybe on a Tuesday for an hour. Just have a good old natter, a good old chin wag, good old gossip. Oh no, we're not gossiping about people, are we? No, we're saying only nice things about people.
We're just complaining about shows.
What we're doing is we're just having a good old whinge.
A whinge.
A whinge. That's a good word, that whinge.
That's a very British word.
It really is.
That word here.
It really is. OMG, I want that. I think she's talking about the gender bent Charlie's Angels.
Yes.
Anime and Japanese, politically incorrect. We are not going to remind people of what I called anime earlier. We'll say hi to Shannon. We like it when Shannon's here. I'd say hi to Richard, but I don't see him in the chat. I always see him in the chat. I'm on the screen, Shannon. I can't do 2 things at once. I am a man. I am a man. I am only capable of one thing at a time. Bless me. You know what movie I love from like 14 years ago? The A-Team. That definitely wouldn't get made today.
Or Dukes of Hazzard with Jessica Simpson and her little Daisy Dukes.
I remember I went to see the Starsky and Hutch remake with Owen Wilson about 20 years ago.
I don't watch that many movies, honestly.
I don't.
Especially not in theater, because unless they're like big action movies, I just feel like I waste my money.
Yeah, I mean, not being funny, but my attitude towards cinema is I just go for like a nice afternoon out. I kind of watch the film, enjoy it, then forget about it.
So movie theaters over there, Do you go buy your popcorn and snacks, or do you sneak it in?
Oh, we don't have to sneak it in anymore. You can obviously buy your overpriced popcorn and drinks there and take out a mortgage. Or you can, or what I usually do, I go to like the supermarket on the way there and buy like a couple of bags of £1 popcorn, and you actually get more popcorn per penny. That I'm not being funny. Who buys bloody popcorn at the cinema? Are you mad?
Wait, you're buying unpopped popcorn and you're popping it at the cinema, or you're
Oh no, it's
buying
like popped. It's popped in a bag. You just open it like
okay.
and you don't have to sneak it in anymore.
You don't have to sneak it in
anymore. You can literally walk in like, "Here's my carry
Fast.
bag full of crap that I'm going to take with me."
I don't think you can do that here. I think they'd be like, "Hey, you got to buy our super buttery $25 popcorn over here, or get out."
And like the price per like ounce is like it's more expensive than bloody
outrageous.
gold, isn't it?
That's where they make all their money, though. They don't make their money on the.
This is capitalism, isn't it? They're making money, and also I think one of the things they do is they make the popcorn really salty, so you drink more.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they give you a drink, they fill it up with so much ice. Unless you ask for no ice, and who does? Well, I do, obviously.
Or less ice.
Yeah. But it all works out to actually just make them more money, because this is where they make their money, cinemas. They don't make any money on the films anymore.
Yeah. That's like there's a place here called Sonic. I don't know if you've ever been to Sonic when you were over here, but they're cups.
I went to Hooters. That was an experience. I had to look at the floor for the whole evening.
What? That's okay, but what state were you in when you went to
I think my dad lived in Virginia. It was pretty much a nothing state, to be honest.
I mean, they could have been. You could have. Just look. I'd be over there like, "Richard, look at them titties."
Breasts, chicken breasts.
Hey, I'm not on what? I'm dropping F-bombs and you get upset about me saying titties?
No, that's fine. You can say what you want.
I'd be like, "Look at those." Excuse me, ma'am.
Also, not being funny, I went to a Walmart. That was an experience.
But see, you say that like you were excited to go.
I was excited to go to Walmart.
It's always an experience to go to Walmart, but I don't know any Americans.
It was a bit like it was both like a shopping mecca and also like a trip to the zoo.
Yeah, I agree with the second one.
It's like a trip to the zoo. I get told off when I say, "Oh, going shopping is like a trip to the zoo." I'm like, well,
are the people telling you off? Have they ever been to a Walmart?
I don't think they have. I think Shannon might have, because she is living.
Shannon's definitely been to a Walmart.
I love that. Oh, she's definitely a Walmart girl, is Shannon.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, based off of my knowledge of Americans and my brief, limited understanding of Shannon's background, she has been to a Walmart. Okay, with the military thing, because when I lived over in North Carolina, near Fort Bragg, that was the only place to go to get
anything.
Food. Well, there was a Food Lion, which was like twice as expensive as Walmart. Otherwise, you'd have to drive like an hour to get freaking groceries.
Stop that. We shall see what Shannon says in a minute. Richard is busy talking smack right now. Am I? Did they remove the 9/11 Simpsons episode from season 9? I don't know.
Too soon.
She'll be at dinner with the hubby. Oh my.
Yeah, that's why she's
dinner
not
with the hubby at Walmart.
Yeah, they're giving you grief about being so behind on the chat. I said it was my fault.
Listen, we're having a good time here, aren't we? We're having fun. And Maggie says, "Hello, lovely." She's one of the ones that cried at my newsletter, by the way. Bless her. He's very far behind. She keeps distracting. Yeah. Sophie's choice. They're great distractions. Hi, Mama Maggie. Oh my. Now listen, Andy. Let's not put words into my mouth or anything else. That's the spirit, see. That's the kind of uplifting, cheerful persona I've come to know and possibly love, allegedly. Annoyed acquaintances to lovers take over. What is the ETL hashtag? I don't know. Oh,
enemies. It's enemies to lovers.
Well, it could be enemies to lovers.
No, nope. I'm gonna stop you right there, Richard. No.
Oh no, don't do it. We could double date Andy. Hang on, who's double dating?
You and CB and Emma and Andy.
That could be a thing. I'm kind of terrified though. We would have to go to Harvester though. So Amy misses Gene Wilder, don't we all? Yeah, he liked the new Wonka. He liked making Tropic Thunder. I'm just going to click through these at this point. Henry, Robert Downey Jr. and I'd love to come on. I will send you an invite next time. I used to have such a thing about Liam Neeson. What happened, CB? Why did you fall out of love with Liam Neeson? Until he made Battleship. What was wrong with that? It was.
Oh.
Popcorn is so expensive at the cinema, especially if you buy the June 2 special edition popcorn bucket. Have you seen it?
I have not, but I've heard. You were talking to Ben about it yesterday.
Yeah, we were making very suggestive comments about it because it looks naughty.
Oh no, okay, hang on.
Well,
you go through the comments. No!
I ain't putting my hand in that. Or any other part of my anatomy.
Oh God.
Movie theatres are so pricey. Take a switch into the cinema when you went to the Butler. Did Gromit just say Virginia? I did. Are you allowed to say that on your channel, Boggles? Chicken chests. I've been to Walmart in Orlando or Houston. Oh, hang on. Here we got an answer. I have been to Walmart. I don't go to Walmart anymore because, well, I only leave my house for the gym and appointments.
Shannon's living the dream.
She really is. She's living a shantastic lifestyle. Same. Not anymore. Bless. Mashed potato. I seldom go to Walmart, but it's useful to have in a town. It's good for the economy. Let's go with that.
It's good for you need something same day, so you can't buy it on Amazon, but none of the other stores have it. Walmart will.
It has everything.
9.5 times out of 10 have it.
And let's get right in. The story will flow just as the shit will. I'm caught up.
Woo!
And just the right time because we have reached the end of our hour of allocated chat, haven't we?
Yes.
Thank you, Shannon, for this lovely last comment. Eloise, have you had fun for the last hour and a bit?
I've had so much fun. My cheeks hurt from.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Giggling and laughing so much.
Okay, I think you have a thing to go to, don't you? Very shortly.
I do.
You do. It's not going to make your cheeks laugh.
No.
If you want to know more about Eloise's cheeks, please subscribe to her YouTube channel.
Damn it, Richard.
I think what we'll do another one of these in like a couple of weeks. We'll get some more people on, shall we? We'll have a good old. Oh, hang on, we got Eloise's saying, not Eloise. Ooh, pasta. No, OMG, LMO. Eloise co-author the Enemies to Lovers book with me. I don't think she wants to do that.
No.
I think we might skip that one. We'll leave it to Emma to. She could be literally her pen name could be Enema Bennett. Oh, this stuff writes itself, doesn't it?
She said she's signing up.
She's signing up.
Yeah, I'm signing up.
All right, then. Well, I'm going to let all you lovely people go and do whatever it is you're doing. I'm going to let Eloise go to her boring work meeting. And I'm going to go, and I could allegedly be productive for the next couple of hours, and we'll see how that works out. Hang on, how the fuck have I done 13,000 steps today? No wonder I'm feeling so tired. I'm not wouldn't feel comfortable seeing your amazing idea. Tomorrow's headline. Behave comment. Get an email list going. I've already got an email list. Oh shit.
Yeah, you have a newsletter, right? Yeah.
Fabulous, very good. All right, then I'm going to let Eloise go off. I'm going to thank you all for being here. Although Charlie was found murdered, or his career was. All right, then, folks, I'm going to let Eloise go off to her work meeting. I'm going to let you all have a lovely day, afternoon, evening. Thanks for being here. Let's do this again in a couple of weeks, shall we, Eloise?
Yes. This is
what
so
I will
much
do.
fun.
I will organise this better in advance, not on the day. And we'll sort something out. But it's good fun.
I obviously didn't need that much notice.
We had a laugh, didn't we? All right, then I'm going to end the stream now. I'm going to stop talking because I feel like I have to keep talking whenever I'm on stream. So anyway, bye everyone.
Bye.